This is the world of company secretaries. On this channel, you can watch interviews with company secretaries across the world. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon. See, when we were studying, since we studied together, it was true to a large extent that the profession has not grown so much, because even this compliance certificate thing came only in 2001 or so. It was still coming up and it was just one thing. Not many were there, and it was very evident that there is more opportunity for CS. Of course, it is history that now it is unbelievably grown, our CS profession. Opportunities are wonderful in practice and employment. All this is there. In this background, the whatever background I told, what do you see as the future trends? Where can this profession go in future? As a company secretary who's been around for more than 10 to 11 years, what are your views and vision?
Only say, Alok, sky is the limit. Sky is the limit. You have the areas you can choose. I know company secretaries who have chosen only to practice in NCLT. There are specialization, corporate litigations. Again, there are specialization, operation and mismanagement, corporate litigations. And if you want to take labor laws, you can take practice in labor laws. I know the company secretaries who does only GST related things, who handle indirect taxes, who handle only direct taxes. And after practicing for a period of 10, 15 years, I know that most of the company secretaries who are in practice are also law graduates. After the practice of 10 to 15 years or 20 years, they may surrender their certificate of practice and they start practicing as advocates and start appearing before the tribunals and the courts. But I would say if these people had not practiced as company secretaries for a period of 15 to 20 years, then they would not have understood the ground realities. Without understanding the ground realities, you will not be in a position to, no matter what, how many books you read, no matter case laws you read, you will not be in a position to present the case before any bench officer or before any judge unless you know the ground reality. So, company secretaryship is something which provides a lot of opportunities. I know the company secretaries who actually deal with only corporate litigations, only with the securities law litigations. Again, and if you go to Mumbai, again, you know,
Even in customs, there are some in customs.
correct.
Correct. So what the viewer should realize is that it is nothing to do with the course. It is completely to do with the person. If you are interested, you put in the work ethic, you put in the hard work, and you put in sustained efforts over time. It is not like a Instagram or any social media where you want something and you get in 1 second. We need that patience.
Assistance,
The results are really
consistency, and
unbelievable,
persistence. That is
because like indirect tax also is a huge area. It is not necessary that only other professionals should do it.
we were in annual scheme, and the Bangalore University introduced semester scheme. The immediate next batch was getting this semester scheme. And again, I was talking to our Sukumar sir, and I asked that, sir, we are in annual scheme, and the next batch would be semester scheme. People who actually clear their graduation with semester scheme will have higher amount of demand compared to us. So
Yeah, that is classic student mentality. We were also students. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So when I narrated this and I asked that, what is your viewpoint on this and how should I overcome this? And, how will I be in a position to get some security in my job? And this is the question I asked. And, the reply which he provided, I will remember it for my life again, Alok. He said, Vinay, university is something which only provides the certificate. And it is your capability how you are going to encash that certificate. So I would say the same thing with our institute also. Institute of Company Secretaries of India, my institute, our institute will provide you, will provide us the basic knowledge which is required for us to work either as a company secretary in employment or as a company secretary in practice. All the qualities would be taught to you in the student days, and then it will leave you to the profession, and thereafter it is your capability to encash the certificate. So there are multiple areas in which you can practice. So when I was a student, when I was doing my training, I used to see that company secretaries were having only the limited scope, that we used to practice only this filing of the documents with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and giving some compliance certificate. So that is the only thing which I was able to see. But now I see the opportunities are so much that,
We really can't do everything. We have
and
to
do
choose
everything.
one or two areas.
Yes. And so
So
I,
here again, people who are watching this, please take one point which Vinay told. It is too early to judge when you're a student. You cannot judge, you cannot predict the future. And CS is one of the most affordable course. Anyone can do whatever is your social background, economic background. Which other course we have like that where it takes you directly from someone who's from a very small household with humble background, directly it takes you to the top management, it takes you to the board of directors, you can become a KMP, you're advising on top matters, you're applying in LCLT. Nowhere it is there. Any other course is definitely much more. Of course, we may feel, you may see sound we are biased, we are members of ICSI and all that, but it is important to tell this. As students, this awareness is not there, and you cannot assess now. Even now, we are like 10 to 12 years into our CS memberships. Now, new opportunities are coming. In fact, when we studied, there was no Companies Act 2013. Forget IBC, GST, or any other laws. And now so many new laws are coming. If you see from 2013 to 2021, 7, 8 years, I think almost all corporate laws have changed in some way. Labor law or the securities law or IBC, and it's only coming more now. Latest some cyber laws and digital privacy. It's endless. So you can't guess as a student. That is my point for all the students.